sound and live screen is there. So
Hello,
you're up and being
everyone.
heard. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Uh, I don't know. I'm not the one that usually starts this, Mike.
Sorry,
Hey, Mike.
I had a bit of a lag for a second there. Hello, guys. Welcome to another episode of Into the Geekdom, episode 6. Vord is actually here for once. The guy who wanted to do this in the first place is finally here with us tonight. He's here to learn a little bit about interacting with VTubers. Because we have the great Penlock Holmes on today.
Hi.
She won't say she's great, but she is.
I'm not great.
Welcome, Pen. I'm glad you're on with us today.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me.
And as always, I'm here too.
Oh, yeah, and then there's this deaf guy. The Demon Bunny Overlord. He's fine.
And there was Dev.
And then there's just Dev. He's here all the time now. He's supposed to be a guest
I
and ended
was
up just
like,
staying on.
that's the funny thing. Like, I came on for the first episode for like a half hour, then I was the actual guest for the second episode, and then next thing I know, I'm just here.
And then I had people that wanted to be on the show, and Vord's like, "I'm not ready." I'm like, "Okay, I'm gonna either need Dev or Nebby for this because I'm fucked otherwise."
And then go ahead.
I don't have the setup or the internet connection. If I drop and I'm talking to someone, that's the end of the show.
True.
so,
Very, very true.
so like when we had Sally and Nebby on, you guys were able to just continue it on.
Yeah.
Without me being there, and I was gone for 45 minutes. I had to like move rooms and stuff. That's what I,
Ouch.
that's when I took my mask off. I'm like, it's too hot because I'm trying to set up everything.
Yep.
Ouch.
Yep.
That sounds painful. Very painful.
All right.
All right, so I guess we'll start with how are you, Pen? How are you today?
I am doing very well. Thank you for asking. How is everyone else doing?
Oh,
I'm
I'm
doing
good.
quite
Ford
well.
looks like he's finally almost set up there.
I mean, I've been set up for a couple of weeks already. I just don't have the overlay for the program yet.
The rumored
Isn't that the
overlay for a
struggle?
month now,
It is. It is.
but it does take time to do that.
Yeah.
And speaking of things that take time, what got you into like streaming, Pen? Like how did this all begin for you?
Oh, streaming wise or VTuber streaming wise is which one you're asking? Yes,
That-
I'm gonna toss that question back.
I mean,
Okay,
I'm
well,
sorry.
how did you start?
Okay,
Would be
so
the
how?
best
Okay, that will make more sense. So I started was at let's see, I would say probably back in June is when I was thinking about this, and I didn't officially start until like July. Was that I kind of had to quit my job back in May of 2000 and was it this is wait no it's 2022 right?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, I lost my job back in 2020 because of COVID. My mom freaked out, so I had to quit my job at the hospital. That was also painful. And I was in a depressed mood. And I was like, you know what? Heck, I am gonna become a YouTuber. But that didn't work out for like the first month. That didn't work out. Nope. So I was like, you know what? Let's take this onto Twitch. And I didn't have a VTuber model at the time. And so I just went streaming. That's how I started.
Were you just like were you just like your voice in the background like I am right now with PS4?
Yeah.
Okay.
My first streaming career started off the PS4 actually, to be honest.
Yeah, so did Emma's. Apparently, a lot of people start that way. I think it's just because it's very easy to just turn it on.
Well, I had to figure out all the settings and everything. I'm like, okay, what am I supposed to do with this? What am I supposed to do with this? How do people heal me? And how do I record? And how do people not heal other people when they're freaking swearing off the top of the brain? Especially when I was streaming Apex.
Okay.
Another good toxic PP game. Good.
Yes, I mean, I had. Let's see. I started. What did I start out with streaming? Let's see. Apex was like the beginning, and then I kind of did recording video of Ark. Yeah. Oh, the loneliness playing Ark recording
The loneliness.
for the loneliest months. I'll kid you not. Never, I'll tell this to anyone, never try to edit a video on a fucking PS4. It is horrendous. Never.
So, in that short of time, you've come a long way already. Then with all
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, so right now was it? January 2022? Holy crap, yeah.
Almost
Like,
February.
I came along.
It's almost February now.
Yeah, Dev. Quit being smart with me.
I'm just being
It's
me.
almost February.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Yeah, it's tomorrow.
Ben's not really good at dates, apparently.
No, especially when I had a long day, too.
Yeah, Dev, don't give her such a hard time. God.
Oh, he always
I was gonna
does.
say, it's my job. I'm her brother.
I know, right? If he's not doing his job, then I don't know what he's doing.
I don't know. This basically is his job at this point.
Wasting space, basically. I mean, there, I
Wow.
would say.
Wow, Vord.
I mean, let's be honest, Dev.
Here we are. Hold on now. Hold on.
Let's be honest, Vord is the extra spot today.
I was gonna say, here we are, nice enough to let Vord come back onto the podcast that he wanted to start.
We were nice enough. The guy that came to me with the show idea is allowed back on the show.
Yeah, I'll have to trademark this just to make sure.
Yeah. Yeah, so I spent probably, was it a year? It's like a year and a half since I started streaming already.
Oh wow, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So when did you start getting like the VTuber character? Like how did you start developing that?
I probably didn't look into it until like a month later when I started watching like Momo Mischief. If you guys don't know her, she is a space cat girl. And I liked it. It was like a model, and all of a sudden I'm like, it's moving. It's an anime character. It's talking. What? I was shocked. And I was like, you know what? I'm doing one myself. So I did tons of research trying to find a way to actually have my own model. Starting off, making my own, as I am now.
And so like you made it all yourself then? Like it's all your own art and everything?
Yes.
Wow.
Everything right now is all made from scratch. It's very painstaking.
Yeah, I was gonna say I
Yeah.
don't think I could ever do that myself, to be honest, ever.
Yeah, this model, I believe it took me probably 4 months before I could re-debut and like release it.
Are you more so like a variety streamer, or do you have like a particular genre of games that you like to go into?
So I'm not gonna start with a pigeon coop, but you know how everyone has that kind of game where you get stuck with one game, and all of a sudden you play a different game, and then there goes your viewer base, right?
Yeah, that's always a risk. Yeah.
Yep. I try not to do that because you know what? You have more option. It's more open. I like to stay variety,
Hmm.
and
Yeah,
I get to play all the games I want.
Exactly. Yeah, because I've seen some streamers. There's some that we even know that they've just pigeonholed themselves to one because they're always afraid that they're gonna lose that viewership and it's just gonna be gone.
Mhm.
And people like Emma had to like, you know what? I'm just gonna change it. I'm bored of this game and I want to take the chance and just change it.
Oh yeah, and I've seen a couple of people that done it over like the months. Like, for example, one of my buddies, Kenny Rosa, he used to play Call of Duty Warframe, and he moved on to Apex. Yeah, it took a hit, but he's getting his viewership back again.
And not only that,
Hmm.
but we also know people
Yeah,
like
because
Chuck.
you're gonna you're gonna lose the casual fans of that game that you're not playing anymore, but you're gonna gain new ones and people that want to watch variety.
Mhm. And I try to keep it entertaining too. It's like if you play the same game over and over, you can see like it will get boring. It will drop some like entertainment with the viewers.
Yeah, like I saw it happen. I think it was like back in the day. It was like Rooster Teeth when they were doing Achievement Hunter. Ray
Mhm.
Navarra left the company because he just didn't want to play the same two games over and over again, 40 hours a week. He got tired of doing it. He couldn't be entertaining anymore, and it was creatively stifling. So he took the risk and left them.
Well,
And it
Uh,
could be like a good like here's the also problem because it's such a huge risk that you could actually get it and you get the viewership and you gain like a good chunk, or it kind of goes down under and you lose it, but it's like it will be a slow burn. Like I've seen people like having a fast burn through like Twitch and become an affiliate, while like for example for me and Dev, we got like a slow burn.
Oh yeah.
Like I didn't get affiliation until like 6 months in.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't get it until like was it January a year ago.
Yep.
I
Wow.
had a slow burn.
And sometimes it happens. Like
Yeah.
Yeti took a long time too when we first
Mhm.
started.
Say, I think for me,
I think I'm the
it
fastest
was,
one.
Yeah, well, we also really pushed you.
Exactly, but if I didn't have like the people around me, I couldn't imagine how long it would take.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah, that's basically it. It's the connection. Like
Exactly.
all the people you meet and all the people you talk to, it makes a huge difference.
Oh yeah, that's
Mhm.
definitely one of the biggest things. Is you gotta know how to network and talk to people. Which,
Mhm.
for me, a year ago and when I first started, I remember the first time Penn joined a call that I was in with people who I was used to.
He was nervous.
I muted my mic for like the first hour.
He was nervous.
You know, I've seen Dev, like Dev especially, like has changed a lot since I've known him because he barely talked to me when I first talked to him too, and now he's going into like people's games without even like thought about it really,
So
getting himself more comfortable.
yes, it's an,
Don't
and
make
it's
me blush.
you should be lucky I don't add a blush emote for
for
your
it.
model.
Go for it.
Are you serious? Do you know how much work that's gonna be? But oh
You,
my god.
you know what? You brought it on yourself.
What I mean,
Yeah,
I bought it.
You shouldn't even have mentioned it.
God dang it! You have me put in a bunch of stuff, and now you make me do this. Jeez, you make me work as a doctor for your model. God
So
dang.
do you do commissions for other people then too, like all the time?
For model work, they take a little bit longer, so I don't want to try to take on so many model commission as much. If it's like a PNG, like a drawing one, compared to what I have right now,
Kind of like what I'm
that's
using.
much easier. So
Mhm.
basically, what Dev is gonna have and what I have right now is considered as a 3D model, and there's also 2D model where it kind of 2D anime movement, and then there's PNG where it kind of lights up and like goes dark
Booga,
when you
booga,
talk
booga.
on Discord. Yeah,
Okay.
and
Harry
that's
with the
what Dev
rave.
have right now.
How are
Yeah.
you? Welcome on in.
So your gamer tag on Twitch is Penlock Holmes. Is it because you're
Yes.
a big fan of Sherlock Holmes?
Okay, so yes, one thing is I am a big fan of Sherlock Holmes. I cannot deny that. That I cannot deny, but I I would thank Mr. Penguin for because he actually thought of the name for it during his graphic design years. When was this? Probably like say 5 years back, and it was perfect. And I just kept it, and I took the name and rolled it with it.
It's become a good branding thing for you, like Penlock Holmes and the Penguins and all that.
So originally, because he loves Penguin, and I like Sherlock Holmes, and what he was doing originally was that he was making playing cards for his graphic art design for his class. So he had to make the kings, the queen, the jack, and the cards and everything, just as a design. And he was like, you know what? We're taking the word pen from the penguin and Lock Holmes and combine them, and it just turned into Penlock Holmes.
Yeah, seems simple enough, but
It
works.
is. It does. And then he made like, what is it? Irene Adler, the female of the story in Sherlock Holmes. Was it Watson was Penson? And then there was like Professor Moriarty.
Right.
It was a good play on wood. And then I think currently someone's doing a play on wood with the Eevee evolution with me.
I mean, I
Nice.
think it's more like all the Pokemon at this point, Pen.
No, that's your idea. They were doing the Eevee evolution. You were starting the
Everything
You're
else.
starting the other stuff. Yep.
I mean, I usually do, but anyways.
How did you and Dev come together then? Because I met Dev through other people, but I had no idea how he met even you.
Oh, so I met Dev through other people as well. So
Actually,
because
one
I
of
met
them's in the
Kenny.
chat right now.
Yeah. Cold Hearted Jim Unicorn. Like I met Dev through her. And I originally was hanging out with one group, met her, kind of joined her call, and then Dev was in there. that joined in later.
Okay.
Mhm.
And then you guys have just been playing together a lot since then, I guess, eh?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
I mean,
Pretty much.
Yeah.
that's the story. We're sticking to it.
Damn it.
Void is, are you okay? Are you struggling?
Vord is trying to comprehend what's going on right now.
Not precisely. Honestly, I'm geeking out because you remember I told you when we first met that I used to study digital animation.
Yes.
So I'm trying to figure out if you used Maya, if you used Blender, if you decided to use Premiere Pro. So I'm honestly geeking out on the graphic design aspect of this.
Slow down on the question on there. I can't answer all that, Void. Easy.
I didn't think he'd be the fanboy here. Jesus.
Well, I mean, I know her at this point, so I can't. But
Yeah, it's
I mean,
true.
but yeah, Void, if you have a question for Pen,
Slow it down.
she's just a simple penguin.
I'm surprised you didn't break out into Spanish in that.
I am very much a simple penguin.
I mean, I'm not even sure there was actually a question in there.
Oh,
actually
there
was.
was. It's just it jumbled together, and he's like, I don't know what to ask first. I don't know what to even expect, and it's like, where do I even
Yeah.
start with this?
Start with one at a time, Ford.
So you actually did understand it was just too much information at the same time.
Well, at the same time, it's that's true. It's too much information at the same time. Except the question is very, how can I say, bunched up into one.
Okay, so first off, what do you use to design the character?
So there's a free program, in case of not a lot of people know, is called Visual Studio. It's what I use to make my model, and it's actually free not just for anyone, but the hard part is learning how to make it. Like this does not like come out pretty. Kid you not, when you first start out, you do not come out pretty.
I mean, we won't talk about Trin and how bad her nipples were misbehaving.
What?
So we're not even gonna talk about that. That is gonna stay redacted and stay redacted.
Oh my god, Def.
Alright?
Oh, we're going back to the whole redacted bit again.
Yes, you stay redacted on that. That's a whole lot of topic.
Or just go to the next one.
Yeah. So, moving on. Why the anime character? Like, how did you decide on the design itself?
I'm not gonna lie, is that I didn't have a design concept. Not even one. Like, I never had a design to come up with. I mean, kid you not, a lot of people would say my model kind of actually looks like me, just without the blue eyes and blue hair.
I can confirm this.
He can. Not gonna lie.
A lot of people would design it similar to themselves, like in a way, right?
Sometimes no. Some people would
No.
just design it completely as if it's their own persona.
Mm-hmm.
For me, it's like I wanted to design something that makes me me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, something that makes me unique, something that makes me just who I am. So, like, kid you not, I had no design in place when I started, like, making my own model. And then, you know, the long hair sticked, my blue eyes sticked, and I just, you know, kind of changed up my model, like, how it should look and stuff. And basically, that's how it came to be. And it stuck.
It's stuck.
It's stuck. It's sticking with me.
And you've made more like similar designs of yourself through like different clothing changes and stuff.
Yeah, give me 1 second if I do this, and I do this.
Costume change.
Yes. I can do this. It's very efficient.
Yeah, you just blew Void's mind.
Ford is very happy right now.
He's like, I must know how she do this.
Void just like
It's like magic.
Void just like literally was just like, what?
So everything I made has been through VVoid Studio, but then I do make adjustment. Like I do use Blender Void. Yes, I do. I'm still learning Blender. My next new model that's coming up. There's no sneak peek, but I am making my next model through Blender, so it's gonna be a little bit more advanced than what I have right here. Um, to get these expression that I have on right now. So, for example, if I am shocked, this is what I get.
Thought that
This
was
is not
weird.
what you get on a basic model. So I should have one of my basic model quick. Is that it will have basic face feature like
Abracadabra.
this. Yep,
Okay.
this is my one of my original back then. So this looks different to what I have now. But
Yeah, you can see the difference.
but it has basic model shaping like this. And it's like it's not very much. And I was like, you know what? I'm changing it. I like my other ones better.
Hmm.
So I kind of like stick with like the one I have, and I change
Right.
things up.
You
So
you could see the little evolution of Pen there when you showed us.
and
Yeah.
it came a long way. And basically, I did like improve the stuff through Unity. Kid you not, Void. So from VVoid Studio to Blender to Unity, I use all of that program to make the model I have now.
You got any more for her, Vord?
Gonna skip the technical part. Go on. Let me just recover from the geek shock I had.
Okay.
Move on.
All right.
I think his brain melted, and I think he might need a huge reset.
You might have broke Vord.
I mean, I feel like I broke a lot of people brains half the time.
Yeah.
I mean,
Probably, yeah.
you break mine quite often. Then
I
again,
mean, you're
that's
my
not
sibling.
easy.
You're
what?
my sibling. You're my sibling.
I don't
I'm
know.
supposed to break your brain.
I thought I heard you misstep on that word.
No, I didn't. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Penn has a bad habit of mispronouncing words and calling the wrong person by a wrong name.
Dev, I do not. I do not pull a
to,
pen.
I was gonna say, to which we actually call it pulling a pen.
Yes.
Chicago
What's,
deep dish.
What's your
Shut up.
earliest gaming memory?
Oh, earliest gaming memory. Like gaming in general, or when I started streaming, Mike?
No, just in general, like when you were younger.
My earliest gaming is probably when I was little, like maybe like 6. Because back then I had like the PlayStation, like the really old PlayStation 1, and then I had the old Nintendo where you can, shoot the duck. And then,
The really old
Trying to think.
PlayStation.
oh yeah, I had those.
Yeah.
God
Trying to
damn.
remember.
Brad's-
Nintendo 64, I had
That's
that.
making me feel old.
Well, I'm
Yep.
sorry about making you feel old, but my dad had that, okay? My dad had like 2, was it Nintendo Sega, and like 164, a PlayStation. Kind of what else do we have?
Told about a memory that I was supposed to remember about you witnessing Diablo 2 for the first time when you were younger. I think Deb was telling me about it.
A story about a young penguin and their cousin's game.
Oh, wait, what?
Really?
Deb
Yeah,
just
really.
told me. Deb just told me to ask. I wasn't sure what the context was.
I don't remember it. I don't remember half the conversation I make sometimes.
This is also a true fact with her.
Do you know, Dev?
You were telling it was the other day when you were doing Diablo on stream.
Oh, yes. Do not give a kid who's like 8-year-old to play Diablos 2. Nope, do not give her that.
Wow.
I had Diablos too. Put it on the computer and start playing and just slashing everything in sight. That's how I did.
And then I saw you replay it recently, and you're like, I don't know where to go. And we're all like, talk to the people. I don't want to talk to the people. That takes too long.
I mean, I'll kid you not. I was playing my cousin's save, and he was out in the open, and I'm like, I don't know what am I supposed to do. I'm just gonna kill everything and hope for the best. Let's see. I think the games that I had to play was that. God, the games that he left was that World of Warcraft, Submarines, and then Heroes Might and Magic 3. And those are games you do not give a kid who's under 13.
No, my uncle used to get me to do Killer Instinct on Nintendo, which was not a good thing to play at 5.
No, there's a lot of games that you do not give to kids when they're young. Nope.
No, don't do that. My mom used to get real mad at him for that.
Oof.
And there was like a lot of blood for the time too.
Mm-hmm.
So I was told that you play horror games, but you're not always a fan of horror games because you get scared.
Oh yes, I do. I get very scared of horror game. Do not expect me to finish Resident Evil Village or 8 around soon. It's gonna take 1 hour, and then I'll stop, and then come back a month later, finish another hour of it, stop, and then I'll do the same thing over again.
I mean, even with Phasmo, like
We're not gonna talk about that.
The times that I die and Pen is still alive, I like to screw with her when she goes in the house.
I know. I saw the stream with you guys.
I swear.
Or like Ghost Dev is just throwing stuff at her.
I'm like, Dev, I know that's you. Stop it.
I mean, or I'll just like make the breathing noise.
Oh yeah, he has done that to me in the past. All of a sudden, I'm in the house and I'm freaking out. And I'm like, I know you're right here. And then Dev goes, and I'm like, damn it, Dev! Damn it, Dev!
You don't play Phasmo, you suffer it.
Well,
It's
I still
part of the
play.
She suffers through all the horror games.
I mean, I still play. Like, I still play Phasmo, and it's a good game. I mean, I played Devour, and that's even worse than Phasmo. Devour is one of the worst horror game compared to Phasmophobia. And good God, if you're gonna play, never play by yourself.
And don't play with Dev because he's gonna make you scared.
I mean,
No, I just hope Dev can do his job and grab the goat, so we can sacrifice, so we can destroy the demon.
I mean,
Go.
yeah. SBO pointed out that apparently me and Pen might be getting a GTFO.
Nani?
Ooh, that's so good.
Nani?
And Yuri pointed out that we're going to kill the pair penguin.
Yes, you're gonna kill me. I'm gonna die first. You're gonna see me trying to like walk around, and then they don't tell me a thing, and I go, I'm dead.
I mean, here you go. She did her 38 plus hour stream at the beginning of the month, end of December, whatever it was. And
Yeah, roughly around there.
she played the mortuary assistant.
Never doing it again.
She played it without the sound on.
No. So chat had the sound, okay? I turned it down, way down on my end, so I could not hear it. So chat had the sound. I had no idea what the frick the lady was saying, and I keep trying to find my key, and it's like, that's not the key. Until chat says, she keeps saying that's not the key, and I'm like, oh, I need to go find the key.
And then you got me who played it, and I'm just over here having a conversation with the old lady on the slab.
Yeah, it's true.
I swear, I'm not playing that game, and I know it's just a demo, but good God, every experience that a person get is so different. It's such a good game, not gonna lie. It's a good game for anyone that loves horror, because you will never get the same experience like the next person. Every experience you get to play that gameplay is so different. Like, Dev got completely different from what I got. I had a person peeking like between a wall and a bookshelf. I'm like, how did you squeeze your freaking self between there? There's only 2 inch of room.
Is there any other games you just don't want to play anymore or won't play again?
So Mortuary Assistant is a definitely no. I gave it a shot. Did you not? Even though it's just a demo, I gave that thing a shot. I'm like,
And here
no,
I am, I
I'm
can't
done.
wait for the full game to come out.
Oh, the full game is quite to come out. There's usually not many games that I would say no to unless I would have to try it first before I can like give a definite answer and saying no. I'm willing to try.
Okay, so you're always willing to try different games and interact with people that way too. And
I mean, heck, I
Yeah.
tried Ghost Hunter Corps, I tried Devour, and hello, a penguin does not do well at horror, and I still do it. Why? Because someone told me it's good content.
It's good content.
It
content to see
is.
Penlock scared.
There's too many clips of that.
I mean, it's also apparently amazing content when the penguin sneezes.
No,
Oh
it's
yeah,
not.
it's true. Yeah, it's
No,
great.
it's not.
It's amazing.
We're not gonna talk about it. I don't even
You-
know how that blew up on TikTok.
Because it's
What?
great. That's why.
Yeah, no. I need context. I need the full story about this.
I think there was a clip of it, Dev.
We'll have to send him a clip.
well,
I know there's a clip.
I'll post a clip in Yeti server. But
Okay.
actually, Sharky, you're in Yeti server too. You could always go post it for Vord real quick.
If anyone's got questions for Penn that are, because a lot of people in the chat are probably Penn or Dev's people anyway. So if you had stuff you never asked Penn before, you could ask her. As long as it's not like
The perfect
Rude.
time
Sharky?
works.
Sharky, the one you said male motherfucker, and I go stick him up, and I go hachoo.
So, basically, when Penn sneezes, even though it's not on purpose,
It's
it-
never on purpose.
it is very much how you would expect an anime character to sneeze.
Okay.
see,
I'm an
she really
actual
is an
living-
anime character.
I am actually a living, breathing person. Thank you very much.
I was gonna say, hold on, Penn, don't get started on this one.
Oh wait.
There was when I first met Penn and we were first talking, there was a point where somebody made the comment about Penn is an actual person, is not an actual anime character.
She isn't an animation made
and
by
I
Twitch.
and I was literally just like, wait, you're not actually an anime character?
He did that.
My
He
whole
started
world
that
is
shtick.
shattered.
So there's no comics or anime mangas about you like at all. Oh, that sucks.
Her hubby probably
No.
has made some.
No, but he probably have made some.
Uh, so I guess you must. Are you? I guess you're a big fan of anime because I'm not too familiar with anime, but I know Vord and Dev like anime.
I kind of grew up
Get
with it,
comfortable.
kind of a
What's your-
way.
Get
Yeah.
comfortable. He brought up anime.
Hey, Dev?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Dev. Shut up.
I'm just curious. Is like, so for someone who's not as familiar with anime, what would you recommend to someone?
Well, it kind of depends on the genre you like too, because there's so many different good anime. I mean, if you like old school, I can send you back to old school, like legit. But if you like the new modern day stuff that they've been bringing out, like currently the new genre right now is isekai, going back into like another world and stuff. Like that's been the popular new genre. Even Pokemon
I was
went
gonna
ahead
say,
and adapted
Pokemon
that.
Legends Arceus is basically that.
Mm-hmm. So Pokemon adapt that. That is a popular genre, especially now in Japan, going back into there and like going into another world. So that's very popular, and especially in manga or manhwa for
Sharky.
like Chinese or Korean manga, is that they do that too. Well, like sometimes it's not like a male going back in time. It could be a female becoming a villainess or a female becoming a female lead. So there's a lot to like even start with. But I guess for like a good basis, Naruto, One Piece, Bleach, those are good ones for like starters for.
Yeah, One Piece
But the
is
problem
good
is-
if you have a year to catch up.
Good point.
I actually caught up in One Piece during my, let's see, like half semester.
You can easily catch up if you have no offense Dev, but if you have no life. Like back in high school, I would spend like
Brat!
out. I'm a brat.
Damn.
Sue me. Sue me.
So what Penn's implying is that she didn't have much of a life other than what she does now.
Well,
Holy
back
shit.
when I was in high school, I just go ahead and like do homework, and then I would spend 5 p.m. my time all the way until like 3 a.m. in the morning just watching anime. Almost every single day, and if it's a weekend, I spent all day watching anime. That was it.
We actually didn't get a lot of access to it in Canada, so it was like, we were pretty limited to anything that wasn't westernized already.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I grew up with like the dub overs of Yu-Gi-Oh and Pokemon and all that stuff, but I didn't get any of the more I guess not really obscure, but like not as well known to Canadians kind of stuff.
Fair point, fair point. I would
Yeah.
say a good story though, especially if you like Yu-Gi-Oh, check out Yu-Gi-Oh! Season 0 if you have not. Because it should be now released to like every single countries now, but like having a starter of like Yu-Gi-Oh, God, that kind of actually mind blown me. Yu-Gi-Oh! Season 0, that it was like a whole new ball game.
I'm gonna regret this, but you could also
Yes.
go down the line of Digimon.
Yes, you're
Mm.
gonna regret it.
You are
No,
gonna get it.
you
Don't
don't
start.
even understand why I say this, Vord. Hey,
Okay.
Pen.
I
What's your nickname again?
Digimon Encyclopedia. Thank you very much.
So that's one of your
Okay.
favorites, as Digimon.
Digimon, I'm very much a fan of. I'm very much into Digimon. But it wasn't really my first anime that I started out with. It wasn't even Pokemon either. Like, I I had an anime that was not even access to like America, and still somehow got a chance to watch it. I'm shocked that I grew up with an anime that was like only for 13 and plus, and I still watched it.
What was it?
So there was an anime called, I think it was Superhero Borin, and that was a Japanese made, but it was in Vietnamese subtitle for us. And then Tsubasa Chronicle, one of the Clamps series. Why is he void? He's
So
like,
good.
he's
Ward is so
So good.
excited today.
I mean, it's right up my alley.
Hey, Sally.
Yeah.
Hi, Sally. But yeah, Clamp series are one of the best because they actually connect one anime to another. Like, if you guys heard of Card Captor Sakura, right?
Yep.
Sally, shut up. I didn't call for you.
You said Sally, but I thought it said Siri.
It probably heard me say Siri. I'm like, no, I meant Sally, not Siri. Thank you very much.
So let's
But
keep
yeah,
saying
with
its name.
no, we're not. I'm gonna bring this round circle. But with the Clamp series, like Cardcaptor Sakura is actually connected to Tsubasa Chronicle, and there's other anime series that you may have watched that could have been connected to like everything else. And it's like, wow, this is probably one of the first anime that connects one anime series to another, and you guys won't even know it until you actually watch the whole thing.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like I said, I haven't been too familiar with it, but some have like leaked over, and I'm like, how does this even get over here? Like Hamtaro.
Oh, Hamtaro is a good one.
Yeah, I have no idea how when it came over, but I'm like, I feel like my niece would love this one because like, I don't.
Hamtaro came around when probably in the 2000s, if I
Something
remember
like that.
correctly,
Yeah,
because there was a lot of there was a lot of Tomogachi going around back then.
Oh yeah.
So Hamtaro is probably one of the faves back like when you're young. And then there's also, you guys know, the Studio Ghiblis and stuff. That's a good starter for you, Mike. Like watching the Studio Ghiblis.
I'm familiar with with some of it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like those made a huge splash here in America. Digimon make an impact. Pokemon made a huge impact, but as we know, it's kind of dying off because they're running out of ideas too. So this new mechanic they have for the new Pokemon probably hit it out of the water a little bit.
Yeah. Like so how have you tried Arceus yet?
Yes, I have. I currently have it right next to me, and I'm trying to stop myself from going any further because it's so addicting.
I mean, I'm struggling as well, not to touch it, because I'm planning on streaming it Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to start it and then have it stream halfway through already.
Well, the best way if you still want to like share the progress with the viewers, that you can still do offline gathering stuff, like finishing like the stuff that they have in there, gathering the materials you need in
True.
there. Like, I was like, I can still do this, but still not progress any further. It will stop me, but it will stop me from progressing. But so be it.
I've been doing that too with with Outer Worlds and Destroy All Humans. I'm just gonna do some gathering because no one wants to watch me gather stuff
Mm-hmm.
because it's not as fun.
Yeah. Sometimes they want to see like, okay, what happens next? What happens next?
Yeah.
Not you sitting there gathering. It kind of gets very tedious.
If they want that, they'll watch Minecraft streamers.
True. Or you can actually do 7 Days to Die. There's also that too.
Yeah, and we were doing Rust for a while too, which is basically all gathering.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What's a good one? Ark is one of the good ones if you guys are into dinosaurs.
Again, that's one of those games where you need a good PC to run it.
Yeah.
Well, you can actually dumb it down to like potato graphic, but it won't be as great, but it'll be like potato graphic enough that you can actually play the game.
Sean's talking about
And
apparently
if
getting
you're
7
if
days
you're a
soon.
potato graphic, I don't know.
I do
Yeah.
have a server if you guys want to try it. It's currently open.
You have an Arc server still?
I have a 7 Days to Die server that is open.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Next server that's gonna cost a little bit more.
So you don't have like one designated favorite game, do you? Or do you have one that it's like always your favorite no matter what?
Puzzle games.
Puzzle games? I like puzzle
Sherlock
games.
Holmes, Professor Layton, Phoenix
Yeah.
Wright, Danganronpa is a puzzle game. Those are right up my alleys.
Yeah, I love puzzle games too. I'm not always very good at the puzzles, but I do like playing them.
It kind of gives your mind a good workout.
Have you so you've played the Sherlock Holmes games?
Yep, so I played a couple of Sherlock Holmes games because Mr. Penguin had them on his PS4. Oh my good gosh, it was amazing. I was like, oh, I
love
got
Devil's
this
Daughter.
right.
I love Devil's
the
Daughter.
Devil Daughter was amazing.
Yeah,
And
really
then
good.
the other one, and then currently I have chapter 1, but I have not started playing that because it's on the back burner. I have too many games, so it's like it's backing
I have
up.
so many.
Mm-hmm.
I have so many to do. And I have now I have new plans for my stream. I'm like, I have these ones I've already played, but they'd be good for streaming, and then the ones I haven't started yet.
I mean, with like the current Danganronpa I'm playing, I finished 1 and 2 with stream already. The third one, I played that probably twice and completed it. This is probably my third run going through, so I kind of know what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
But then I don't remember it because it's been like a few years since I've done it already.
Okay. So outside of what you do on Twitch, is there something you do like to relax? Like, what's your favorite thing? What other hobbies do you have, basically?
Oh, as you know, Mike, you know I do commission artwork, so I do like artwork and commissions. I do go out and spend time with like Mr. Penguin. Like we go out and spend time, get some quality time in. Let's see. Gosh, you're gonna get me started on this one, Mike. I blame you, Mike. It's your fault.
That's why I have you on.
What? I don't want to go on a tangent, but okay. You asked for this.
Oh, it's okay. Go ahead.
I am into arcade and crane machine game. It's a huge addiction.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we're not gonna talk about it. It's a huge addiction.
We won't talk about her collection of plushes.
Shut up.
Oh my god.
Just because I have 200 of them doesn't mean that's an addiction.
Yes, Mike,
if
you
it was
heard
the
her
80s,
right.
if it was the 80s, she'd have a bigger addiction problem because there were more everywhere.
Yep.
Well, with American-based crane machine game, it's not as good because they're so rigged that if you try to get one, like for example, if you go to happen to go to one of like those huge public mall, you see those crane machine, those are very much rigged. Kid you not. Let me tell you now, they will only let you get it until you put enough money in there. They changed the claw strength so you can't even get it.
But I like how you've played it so much that you know the system.
Yeah. Of course I know the system. Even like
Not
arcade machine.
Though.
Not an addiction. There's also what? Let me think. You know the stacker games, like the huge, big, like stackers that you have to like stack up the tower to get the prize. Those are rigged.
Yes.
Those are rigged. You have to put in enough money to actually get it, and they're rigged. Even if you're good.
Paying for the item.
Yeah, you're literally just paying for the item, and even if you kind of time it correctly, it'll go, boop, One right over. I'm like, no, I had it, and they're like, no, you gotta put money in. We haven't met our money marker today.
We know who you are. You keep
Yep.
putting money in that.
Yep. The other part is that the best crane machine, if you guys don't know, for those that lives in California, yeah, you guys have the better crane machine called Round One. They have Japanese-based crane machine that is meant to be more Japanese-based and more fair play. Yeah, it's a little bit trickier, but it's not based on luck or the money they put in. It's based on the skills that you have to actually get the item.
Okay. See,
Yep.
we learned new things about Penn today. There you go. She's got a
Yeah.
crane machine addiction.
And
I do.
I'm just sitting over here, face palming and shaking my head.
I mean, let
Dev,
me
is there-
see. I probably got like 100 figurines from Japan. About 300 or 400 plush that I sold half of them to, or gave them away. But that's because I knew how to play the claw machine. Like there are tricks to like actually get an item from Japan using the tricks they gave you. And kid you not, there are people that has gone to Japan and kind of teach you how to do it too. And kid you not, 100% they work if you know how to do it. As long the other person in front of you don't mess up. I cry every time when someone mess up. I'm like, I can't believe you do this to me.
Is that like dropping a beer for an alcoholic? How could you lose it?
It's basically it. It's basically is because I had one figurine that I wanted. It's set up perfectly nice, and it's like the reset when they start, right? Okay, the box is right there in front of you, and then the person in front of you move it, and they get into a position where it's stuck, and then they leave, and it's your turn, and you're like, damn it, how could you do this to me? How could you do this to me? Now I have to put in extra work and money trying to get this now.
I think Dev has to gather all your friends and stage an intervention of claw machines.
Oh, that phase was like over like 2 years ago.
Oh god.
Oh, so you don't do it anymore?
No,
You're
I don't.
sober from claw machines?
I should be sober from claw machine, but I do remember all the tips and tricks that you can easily get like an item within like, let's say, $15, which is not bad.
Is it really not bad?
Not
Okay.
that bad, okay? There's some
Okay.
people, even myself, I have spent $80 on a dog plushie that is probably worth like $40.
It's not like it's like Chuck E. Cheese where the items are not worth the money at all, and the kids.
No. No.
Yeah.
So, for example, like the plush and stuff, if you happen to do get like the plush from Japan, not gonna lie, they're good quality compared to American base. They're not soft and fluffy.
Mhm.
Japan is like soft, fluffy, and it's like really nice. And
Oh, yeah.
their plushie can like actually be cost from like $30 to like $100, depending on what you get.
Yeah, I got a giant fluffy llama for Nebby for Christmas.
Ooh.
It was like from a Japanese company that had like a European warehouse,
Mhm.
and it's like literally just a huge fluffy llama, and she loves it.
Oh, I bet. Like I have like a bunch of fluffy stuffed animal, and I'm like, it's so soft. And I can actually use that as a pillow. Like, kid you not, I will replace that with my pillow and just sleep on it.
Yeah, it was like literally like I think it was like a 3.5 foot llama we got her.
Oh my god.
Damn.
It was huge.
They're very big, Void. Like, kid you not, I have like, what, 2.5 foot stuffed Freddy Bear? And it's like just sitting in the corner looking at me.
judging you for your claw machine addiction.
He's like, Pen, why? Why? Why
Have
do you
you
do
tried-
this to yourself?
Did you do that a lot as a kid too?
When I was a kid, no. It kind of got more addicting when I found that, like, phone app claw machine. Kid you not, I found it and I was
Really?
struck. Yeah, I was struck addicted. Oh, my poor saving account back then. Oh, I even made Mr. Penguin into a monster by addiction. He's like, I'm gonna try like $20, and then the snowball fell and rolled down the hill, and he got addicted too. Oops.
You both came enablers of each other.
Yep. But in the process, we also went ahead and tried business and started selling the things that we have that we just happened to get. Like, we just went into some of the claw machine and just go, Hey, we're just gonna grab this because this looks easy. Oh, I got it within $2. Okay, now I'm gonna do this when I don't actually need it.
And now you still have all of the remnants of your time claw machining.
Oh, yeah, I do.
Yeah,
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 she
yeah, I do.
does.
Reminder. Yeah, it's right there.
And I'm like looking, I'm like,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, she does.
Yeah, I do. I very much do.
But Pen, since you brought up the price of things,
Of
Oh,
course.
talk to us about the varying price of different VTuber models.
Well, depending on what kind of VTuber model you're looking for, if you know how to do it yourself, yes, you can start out as free, like me. Like I started off mine as, free. I made it myself. I kind of did it myself, without much help. But I also kind of spent a few dollars and money into it, because I didn't really have my own outfit design. So there was like online store that had like outfit design that I can take and use, and I just have to pay it. And it was like probably, I probably spent like $15 total until I finally went, hey, I'm making my own design. That's it.
so you can get
But
it like on the cheap end or like as much money as you want into it.
yep. And that's if you're starting out and you know what you're doing, and you kind of did your research and you want to make your own model. But let's say if you don't. And Void, I'm sorry, I'm going to use you as an example if you don't mind.
Go ahead.
Because she
Okay.
doesn't want to divulge how much mine is.
We're not going to talk about you. You put me through like a one for my money, right?
Fair enough.
So let's say Void is starting out, and Void started researching models. Now he can go three different ways. He can do a PNG model right now. That's Dev being,
So,
so he's a PNG model. You can get like a pixelated version of what the concept you want, and that can be pretty cheap. You can do it yourself. It can be free, or you can have someone like do a full body or half body that could maybe cost like $25 to $50 for like an artwork.
Mhm.
Now there's also the second way, a live 2D model. Well, a live 2D model is basically a flat 2D image, but it's moving.
kind of like what Gaming Devil does.
Yep,
Yeah.
but that can be quite expensive because the price can
Right.
go up to 100 if you do like just a thigh up. But if you do a full body, it could be added more. But that price can go up to 100 to 1,000,
Okay.
and that could be just the model itself.
Mhm.
It doesn't involve the movement, not even the wigging part. So wigging is basically kind of movement like I'm doing right now. Kind of make sure I move, my hair move, my hands move, and everything. Well, that's a separate price if it's not included.
You're basically
So
doing digital puppeteering. Like,
basically,
yeah.
and like for me, because I also bought like a hand tracker, so I can actually move my hand and do all the stuff and kind of like do this and all this other stuff.
He's very proud of the middle finger
I
one.
think I think he just killed Vord again.
Boy, don't die! I don't have a defibrillator for you yet.
So someone like Nebby who's just starting out with her PNG thing, she could
Mhm.
save up and just try to get a better model for herself later.
Yep.
But then there's also the problem that's that you have to watch out for artist scammer. There's
Mhm.
also that if you send the money to them, you might not be able to get it back. So you gotta really do your research. So that's why there's a bunch of people that is like, I'm opening my commission to like having you make my model and stuff. And like I said, it can go from 100, and I'm currently having commission a live 2D model myself for like 130. But that doesn't include moving the body. I have to find like a separate person to help like rig the body so that if I move, then the model move.
Right. Which can be really tricky to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And that could cost like extra money too, because even though I paid for the model, it doesn't include the movement. So I gotta find someone, pay that person to like rig the model for me. And if you get a model that's $1,000, you have to look for a person that rigs it that could be, 300 to $1,000 just to like rig it. So you would actually be paying at the max of who let's see, Admiral Bauer did 5 grand. That includes like extra features for his in the future.
You just the shock on Mike's face when you just said that.
Well, that's
See,
because
I'm
you're
not too
including.
shocked because like the art alone could be expensive. So
It could be, but that's also including because he was adding, future design, future animation, anything that's future stuff that's also included. Like, let's say if I happen to want to add more extra expression onto the live 2D model, then that would cost me a little bit more extra. Either that, you can also do.
do you just use it like a switchboard for your emotions and stuff?
Yeah, I kind of have like a stream deck right next to me, like right over
Okay.
here, and I can just like switch these anytime I want. And it's pretty efficient because it like if I want to like do something and it doesn't have to track my face, I can set it up where it can just like be a click of a button. That way it's much easier to me. Especially since I have a hard time with like facial capturing. Like the camera does not capture my face. So I really rely on the button at the right time. So if I happen to miss something, I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna continue playing the game, and my face is gonna stick like this for a while.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So
Now the other part is the 3D. So if Void wants to go like advanced, he can do 3D modeling. Well, good luck with that. It's the same price.
yeah.
If not
So it
higher.
depends your preference then.
Nope, they're roughly around the same price between 2D and 3D modeling because it takes these people so much time to actually do these things.
Penn's been working on my model for about 6 months now.
Wow.
And
Yeah.
Takes a long time.
even then, it's basically it is stream ready. Like if I wanted to, I could use it, but it's not finished.
Mm-mm.
You'd rather have
And
the full product and then do it.
Right.
but then here's the other part is that it's a continuous project no matter what. Like you are continuing to like evolve yourself, continuing changing things. Like you guys seen my old model just now and then how it looks to now. Like the huge transformation, you can see it set in pretty easily. And then a lot of people
The hair
does
is
it.
a bit better.
Mm-hmm. And it's the same thing with live 2D. Like, kid you not, live 2D has so much easier because they can ask someone, "Hey, I want to change your outfit with the same model look." Oh yeah, I'll do that. It's not easy for us, 3D. You got to do a few things before you can add a change of clothes. Compared to a live 2D, I feel so lucky for you because guess what? We don't get a lot of props and stuff.
Well,
But-
I think a lot of your designs are pretty like phenomenal compared to a lot of other people. So it's pretty amazing how you figured out a lot of it yourself.
I mean, it's basically trial and error, and basically,
Yeah.
like if you're gonna learn this, take the time to do this. It's not gonna be you rush into it. You expect to know it. You expect the program to know what it's doing. You gotta like go back sometime and like I kid you not, I probably went through like 12 different tutorials trying to figure out what's what before I could actually figure it out. And the problem is that there's not many tutorial either. Like, yeah, I get Blender's tutorial, I get Unity tutorial, but I don't get anything specific that I need to help me. So,
You should do penlock tutorials on YouTube.
what?
You should just do your own tutorials for it. Like you're saying, there's not very many
Uh,
out there. You should do them. You should do them for other people.
I mean, there is, but it's like, for example, in Unity, there's not a lot of like specific unless you're really looking for it. So, let's say if Void is a super techie, and I bet he probably is a super techie, I just don't know that yet.
Oh, well, compared to me,
Yeah.
yes.
I mean, compared to you, Mikey, the bar's a little too low. But
yeah, it's not great.
But let's say if Void knows all of stuff in Unity, like he probably knows how to put together a model, he knows how to like add all this and stuff, and then he's gonna run into a problem. Everyone does it, I do it, we all run into some kind of
Mhm.
problem. Then Void is going go, okay, either I figure this out or I look it up.
Mhm.
So you would actually spend time researching.
Mhm.
So that's why there's a lot of things you gotta like look into and just like take the
It's a
time
lot
to
of work
learn.
to be a YouTuber.
Mhm.
So
I
like
mean,
so yeah, for you it probably took a lot of time get it going, and then like have you ever had a hard time where like it doesn't track, like you're worried about like revealing yourself by accident?
kid you not, I've not had that once happening. It can happen, kid you not. Like there's a couple people that has that happen. Um, but it's like I never seen it happen to me before.
You've been pretty lucky and pretty good at keeping how you like it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I make sure like all my setting is moving properly, and god dang
Right.
it, there goes my hand again. And like especially like my hand tracking, like my hand tracking is technically around my neck, like it's just right here. But every now and then, like if it catches it, it just flings my hand somewhere else. I don't even know where.
I've seen that, like it just flings your limbs around a little bit.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Dev was telling me something about the about your ara ara. I don't know
Yes, yes.
how does that even come about? Like what even is that? Because you do it so well, I don't even know what it is.
Well, I feel like it started off like a meme, and then I kind of just went
Okay.
with it. And then I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna put this as a channel point. So I did,
Okay.
Pen,
and it just what?
shall we?
Oh no. I mean you
You,
can.
you know I had my condition when you asked me that.
I know, and I'm pretty sure he was about to, anyways.
I think the crowd wants to hear a pen ara ara.
All right, all right. What I heard?
Because
Please,
I was
please,
gonna
what?
say Sharky's begging you to do it.
Do what?
You got the chat doing it. Come on.
All right, all right. I shall do an ara.
Yeah, see, she does it so well.
And
It's
then,
like,
well, here's the thing. Like, listening to her do it, I started practicing,
Mhm.
and now you do it.
No, he
and
does it.
now I
Yeah.
can.
He does like a male anime version. It's great.
It's good. It takes practice. Like, kid you
Oh
not.
yeah.
Like, it was practice when I first did it, and it was so
Yeah.
nerve wracking. I was like, I don't think I can do this, but I will try. And there'll be some days I go ara ara, and go awa awa, and I'm like, I'm too lazy. Yeah, I'm too lazy to do it right now. I'll give you the cheap version.
Channel points.
Here, awa awa.
But yeah. So
Deb, did you? Not Dev. Vor, did you have any questions for her? Did you come more in mind for you?
No, not really. Honestly, Mikey, I was not prepared for the podcast today.
wait, hold on. Wait a second. Void, you weren't prepared for the podcast?
How
I'm
dare I?
shocked.
You
I'm
weren't prepared for the
shocked.
podcast, Into the Geekdom podcast with Vord and Mike. You weren't prepared for the show that you're supposed to be on.
Yeah, I was not.
I told you who was gonna come on and everything. You didn't even bother trying.
Oh my
Holy-
god.
I actually did see a couple vids in Penn's
Okay. Okay.
channel. I'm not such bad host, Mikey. I'm just not. Let's see. After the whole shock, after thinking about the issues with clipping, rendering, like making the model, there's not much more I can bring to the table. Either that
mean-
or I turn into a full otaku. So that's not gonna happen here.
So do it.
I mean, you can.
Yeah, you can go more technical if you want. Because
Go
I don't
more
know any of this
technical.
shit.
Go on, get more technical. Ask her more technical stuff.
I'm
Yeah.
going to answer them.
Now we put him on the spot. He doesn't like it.
Yeah, I really don't. But here we go.
Boyd, let me say this. You're the co-host with these two. Give me the damn answer already.
I'm the least knowledgeable of on what Penn does. Like I'm a layman for this whole thing. That's why I was fascinated by this interview.
Which is kind of why I was just letting him run with the questioning.
Yeah, because I have no idea. So it may sound stupid to other people, but I genuinely don't know.
I mean, it's a good question, especially for those that are starting VTubing. Like, you have no idea what you set your foot into sometimes.
Exactly.
Like, I didn't even know what I was setting my foot into when I first started. I'm like, I just jumped in and I can't figure out how to swim.
And I think it's important too for people that that want to do it but are more camera shy. This might be a good outlet for them.
Mhm.
There's a lot of people in the VTuber community that is very camera shy, and like, for example, Bunny Gift. She is originally a webcam streamer. Now she does both live cam and VTubing at the same time.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Like even
Or
the big streamers that like Admiral Baru, he used to be a webcam
mm,
streamer, changed into a VTuber.
I mean, didn't you say Momo used to be live cam too?
Mm-hmm. A lot of big streamer has changed over to VTubing.
And I
yeah,
think I
that's
touched
true.
on it last week. You know, part of my inspiration for switching over to VTubing, not only obviously pen, but I'm I've grown unhappy with how I look, and I feel more comfortable with how my PNG looks than
Mm,
having my having like OBS open and being able to see what my camera is seeing and what people are seeing.
mm.
So that is
I think and for people like Nebby, it's like she's not necessarily like shies away from the camera. If people want to see what she looks like, her Instagram's there. Like she has all her cosplay stuff, and it's basically what she looks like as her PNG character.
I was gonna say,
Mm-hmm.
but here's the thing. You could think of it that way though. You're basically cosplaying.
Mm-hmm. Vor,
Like
did you have any more technical questions then? Did you have time
Le-
to think
le-
about it?
leave it at that, Mikey.
Okay, Vor.
Don't poke it.
We'll have to bring Pen back on for them then, I guess.
Yeah, it's a better reason to bring Pan back.
Oh, look at you! Yeah, see, you're just trying to bait another episode already.
Yeah, totally.
Totally.
He's thinking ahead of the game, and then just wait. 10 minute in, we wake him again.
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me.
True
That
that.
would
Pen is
bury you.
very no. Pen is very good at
How,
breaking
how about how
people.
about you, Dev? Do you have anything we could talk to her about? Like ask her about?
Well, I mean, I know we still have a few more questions on the list of questions.
All right,
Oh, we had a list of questions?
Yes.
Interesting.
Me and
See,
Great
Vor?
to know.
You
Great
would
to
know if you were here.
I was gonna say, me and Mike have had a list of questions since the second episode.
Wow. See, and I'm drawing straws from here, and you guys have a list of questions. Great.
I mean,
Well,
let
no.
me put it this way.
Questions.
Sometimes the best podcast isn't by always going from the script.
Right.
Oh yeah, no,
Totally
Dev
true.
and I don't.
Totally true.
These are just guidelines.
Yeah. Like this is just a case. This is in case of this situation where we don't know what else to ask, so we
Yeah.
have somewhere to go. And
Yeah, cause like I said, like I was like, I want to know more about Pen, but I don't know if I have enough time to like look into it. So, so we came up with like a baseline of questions that we can go off of, and then go from there and build on it.
yeah,
I mean, heck, you can ask anything you want, just not anything that is NSFW. That's it. That's
there you
all I
go.
ask.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Perfect.
yeah, hubby might get mad.
Hubby's gonna kill a few people if that happens.
Sorry, I'm lagging a bit, Dev. Do you think you can ask her the next one?
Okay. Well, outside of what you, Mike gone. Mike.
Not gone.
And my gut back out.
Eh,
Sorry, just carry on. I'm just trying to fix it.
That's fine. I'm just trying to.
So Mike is Dev and Dev is Mike. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
There, it's
I was
switched
gonna
back
say
over.
I knew that was gonna happen.
And it's gonna happen again.
You know,
No, it's fine. It should be fine now.
No, it's not.
No,
And-
No, it's not. Oh.
Now you're Dev
Wait,
and he's
well,
no,
Mike.
I fixed it. I'm on top of it.
Yeah, relax, other co-host.
You know, I'll kid you not. Once you debut, Deb, oh my God,
once
I did not say that.
once Deb debuts, what?
Shut up, okay? I have been tongue-tied for the last 2 days. Shut up.
Just
Okay,
the 2
once
days.
you. Yes, I've been tongue-tied for the last 2 days. We're not gonna talk about this. But once you debut, it'll be much easier.
Right, because I'll be able to basically do what Penn's doing.
Exactly.
Of course.
And just float over the ether.
Well, I mean, if she wanted to, she does
could
have
have a background.
right.
Yeah.
Me personally, I found a world in VR chat that I'm gonna sort of use as a background when I do the podcast. But
Okay.
Penn's actually working on whole new overlays for me and my streams.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yes.
And
Pen-
like I guess Pen does all her own emotes and stuff too.
Half and half. Some of them came from Mr. Penguin, like the penguins and stuff that he drew. That all came from him. There's some that I've done myself, and then I know I'm doing a few more emotes and stuff, but it's not mine. So, yeah. Hopefully, eventually, once I finish like some of the project, I can do my own projects and, you know, revamp a few things before my next couple of model comes in. Hopefully.
So on that same line, uh, other than the things you do for Twitch and commissions and stuff,
Mhm.
are you into digital art or traditional art?
So, oh god, that's a like huge broad spectrum because I am into so much art. Like, there's like felt art, you know, those little felt artwork and stuff. I've done origami when I was younger. I do 3D origamis. What else have I done? Embroidery. I actually tested my hand on embroidery. Actually, it was fun. Very soothing for the mind. Traditional hand art drawing, kind of not. It's kind of really wasn't my thing, but I do try. It's good practice, especially for those that's starting out drawing. Like, you want to start out with, like, you know, pencil and paper, because if you go onto a drawing tablet on like the get-go and you go onto paper, it does not end well. It does not. So I kind of spend more time on the digital artwork, because it makes it so much easier, yes. But if I go ahead and go back into drawing in pencil and paper, it might look a little bit wonky than it should be.
Okay.
Hmm.
See, Vord has some questions he's thinking of as he
I was
goes.
gonna say he's thinking about as he goes.
Hmm.
I thought you were teasing it and waiting for next time.
Trying to carry my load of this stream as well.
Okay. Go ahead. Sorry, go ahead, Dev.
So, outside of the games that you know play on stream, what is
Mhm.
your go-to like off-stream chilling, relaxing game?
Gee, when do I have a chilling and relaxing game since I played? That's a good question. If I'm not streaming, I'm usually working on commission.
Or working
I-
in general.
Exactly. So I don't know exactly as a chilling game. Like, yeah, it's nice and chilling, you know, to play Minecraft and a little bit of Sea of Thieves in the last couple of days.
Is it really
It-
super chill if you play with Dev?
With a shenanigan pose? Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
You know what? You flip one galleon and you beach a couple of sloops. And
Didn't you guys have a boat set on fire recently?
Yes, we burn the Sally's boat. Yes.
I mean, that's just usually how we
Oh.
end. What?
I mean, I understand the ending part of it because I do it as well, like
Yeah.
a Viking funeral for the boat,
Exactly.
but only at the end.
Yeah, we were
yeah,
done.
Yeah. We were done.
Okay, I get
I
it.
thought,
now.
I thought they like crashed it and like fuck it, we're just gonna set
Actually,
it on fire.
Void, are you in Sally's Discord by chance?
Yeah.
You should go look at the clip section at
It looks wonderful.
at some of the clips that that I posted when Sally was in the hospital of the shenanigans that happened on Sea of Thieves with me, Penn, Sharky, and Jared.
It was
check it right
Jared's.
away.
It was Jared's first time playing it, and I can't believe we actually did it.
We broke the world.
Oh yeah.
World.
Okay. So here's what happened. Okay, we were
Okay.
done, and we were. If you guys know, Golden Sand Outpost is like a
Yeah.
bunch of beach, and then Dev somehow flipped the boat. Okay.
Yeah, I'm seeing it right now. How the hell do you flip a boat?
I don't know.
No idea.
What the?
We have no idea. We just harpooned the boat, and the boat kind of flipped over. And guess what, boy? The boat got stuck because of the bridge. So the
Yeah.
bridge acts like a rock, and it stops the boat from moving. So we had the whole boat upside down. And I went back and I looked. Oh look, we got the boat upside down. I'm like, so what happens if I go on the crow's nest? Walked over, grabbed the crow's nest, and I went down. I'm like, hey guys, I'm upside down in the world.
We went
And they're
through
like,
the world. There is a clip of me going through the world, Ford.
yeah, and then they're like, wait, what? And everyone just followed me down there. They just all followed me down and clipping into the world, and we were right underneath.
Yep.
It was a typical gaming with Devil all day, Devil and Day.
Yep,
What can I say? I'm good at that kind of thing, apparently.
And kid
Oh,
you not,
God.
boy, if you had seen us play earlier, we had a ship on Golden Sand, and the ship was upright, sitting on the bridge so perfectly.
It looked like
That
it
we were
belonged
like-
there.
Yep, it did. It just looked like it belonged there. That was it. And we're like, yep, we're taking a screenshot, and it can't go nowhere because it's stuck.
Yep.
Of course.
Ford's just
Is there any games upcoming like this year that you're looking forward to?
Okay, so this one, I don't know if that actually...
I know exactly which one she's gonna say.
Okay, then why don't you tell me, Mr. Sherlock Holmes?
Digimon Survive.
Oh, thank you.
It's like, dang it, you didn't know.
Considering I'm excited for it too.
Well, that's the thing. Like, even though, yeah, they said, oh, yeah, it's because of COVID, we backed it up. I'm like, yeah, bull crap. You must have had a bunch of bugs that you had to fix. Yeah, thank you. But yeah, that game has been postponed like 3 times for like 3 years already. So I'm like, it's about time you better release that game. You got a lot of angry people waiting.
Mostly Pen, but
Yeah, you do not cross me when it comes to Digimon. Nope.
Hey,
Nope.
Hey Pen, how are you?
I feel like if it's delayed a few times though, oh, I don't know.
What was that, Dev?
I said, how are your Digivices doing?
Let's see.
Oh, she's got
Wait.
All of them is out of battery.
Are you wondering what a Digivice is?
No, Mikey, I know what a Digivice is. I'm thinking what season, what generation is it?
So the Digivice is basically like the Tamagotchi Digivices that you get, Now if you're talking about the generation Digivices, I do have one. Hang on, let me grab that.
It's probably got like a 20-something-year-old one.
No, this one is fairly new. That cost me like a good like $200. This one would be.
Pen, you're killing them.
I'm sorry. I can't help it when I'm trying to get the collector edition too.
And she has the Vital.
Oh yeah, I do have the Vital bracelet, so that's the newest one.
Definitely a Digimon fan.
So I got the Digivice from the new Digimon movie. Wait, no, the new Digimon, the Digimon Tri. So I got that one, which is what I have, and it's like still in the box. I'm gonna put that back. Go back in the box.
Back in the box.
You don't have it in the box. You gotta keep it protected.
It hasn't even left the plastic, Mike. Like that's basically it. It has not left the plastic. I've not even like opened and installed it because apparently it can play music. And I'm like, nope, that's not coming out of the box ever again.
But yeah, she
So,
has like
go-
7.
What? Why do you need? Never mind.
Let's
Not
ask
even
your
gonna ask.
question for it. It looked like you had a question.
No.
You
I
sure?
had one first, Then Dev said she had 7. I had a different question, and I just decided not to go with either.
Go, go, go.
Go on, Void.
Go, Vord.
Hold on. Go on, Void. Carry your weight.
Asshole.
Yeah, I'm an asshole.
Anywho.
Sue me.
Had to be a bunny.
Dev brought us the person.
Hmm.
I had the questions. You gotta do something.
Oh,
I'm just gorgeous. That's what I bring to the channel, Mikey.
The most attractive
There
of
you
the
go.
three is not a high bar.
I mean, I have a PNG, I have Mikey. Clearly,
It's not high. I'm wearing a hockey sweater unironically.
But again, that's not setting a very high bar.
that's setting a very high bar.
it's not my fault the bar's not high. Anyway,
Go
so
ahead now.
going with Digimon
Mm-mm.
again. Favorite season.
Let's see.
Here we go. It's gonna be a while now.
This is gonna be a while, okay? So
I
season
hope
1,
so.
yes, it's good. And the follow-up to it for season 2, connecting it to season 1, that was good. Kid you not my favorite though.
Okay.
Digimon Try that came out with movie series that followed up from like what season 1 and 2. Good,
Mhm.
good, very nice. And then the new Digimon movie that came out with the reboot, yes, those are nice, but not my favorite. Actually, they are very good. I like how they kind of bring it back to the original Digimon team when it came out. But I think my favorite one would be actually season 3, Digimon Tamer. That was nice. I like that one.
I'm
Okay.
lost.
Isn't that the
Okay.
season with Renamon?
I
Yes.
don't know Digimon as well.
So basically, Mike, as let me give you a clear and quick concept.
Sure.
You know season 1, correct?
I saw it in North America version, yeah.
Yes. Have you seen season 2?
I don't know, it's been like 20 years.
Okay, so season 2 is the next generation after season 1. That's
Okay.
usually how they set it up. So it was the next kid after, including like the younger kids from season 1, because they're now grown up into like more elementary kids. So basically, they're kind of now representing the next generation plus the previous youngest generation into season 2. Now, season 3, they made a whole new concept, except they now call them Tamer. You are a Tamer, you have a Digimon partner.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay.
Yep. And then there's season 4. Now, that's going to blow your mind in a little bit. Season 4 is basically isekai. You get transported into another world. All right? But here's the thing, you don't own a Digimon. You are the Digimon. You transform into the Digimon.
You become a Digimon.
Yes, you
Yep.
become the Digimon. Okay? Now,
I mean, they had Digimon spirits and warrior spirits,
mhm,
but yeah, technically they were the Digimons.
yep. So they did become the Digimon, you know? Because, let's say if you're in a digital world, Mike, okay? Are you still human body and flesh?
No.
No.
Yeah.
Mike is like,
No.
yeah, no.
Yeah,
Mike,
sure.
Mike, if you're on the internet and your data 1s and 0, you're not human flesh no more. Your data.
Okay.
You can digivolve.
Okay, can I digivolve into something a little bit skinnier? That'd be nice.
Oh my god.
I mean,
Christ.
you could,
Yeah.
depending on Digimon. I mean, that's why they kind of brought out like you transforming into a Digimon concept in season 3 at the end of their show. That, hey, you're in the digital world. You can fuse with your Digimon. That was pretty amazing.
Did they do like a little stance like in Dragon Ball?
Yeah, I mean, you could.
Fusion!
Yeah, it's kind of like that.
Okay.
Yeah. And then season.
What's your favorite Digimon? Because I am not familiar with a lot of them, but I know.
If I say one, Void would know it. Dev is like, I think I know it, but I'm just gonna move along. Mike is like, I this
Oh,
one.
I'm just over here coughing and Renamon.
Renamon
He's
is
trying to
not my
die, it's
favorite.
okay.
Renamon, if I was in season 3, okay? If I was in season 3, yes, Renamon would be the Digimon of choice that I would pick. No, my favorite one that I would actually use as a partner would be Kudamon. That kind of digivolve at the end as a Mega Centaurismon.
Okay.
Very nice.
See, and me, my favorite have always been the twins.
He chose the bunnies.
Of course he did.
Of course he did. I know, right? Of course he did.
Void's
Now-
over here like, what the fuck?
Void is like,
Yeah.
I should have known.
Yeah, I should have known better.
You should have known better,
I
Void.
mean,
Demon Bunny Overlord picks bunnies? Wow.
I mean, considering the fact that I've been doing, Digimon Cyber Sleuth, and the first Digimon I picked was Terriermon.
Gee,
Oh, yeah, okay, I did see that. Okay.
gee, that was not obvious.
I want all the rabbits. I want every single one.
I know, right? And then there's also season 5. Oh, this is gonna bring a word to a spinner.
Yeah.
Season 5 is very interesting, where you are trying to control the worlds of the Digimon that's coming to the world and creating havoc in your own world. That was an interesting one, until they actually transport it and kind of fight the old god of the Digimon world. Still don't make sense with that, but then hey, I roll with.
Yeah, but the most important part there was that they were cops.
Oh yeah, Digimon Saver, they were cops. They were Digimon officer cops.
Yeah. So they were like, we're cops, but we have Digimon, and we're all adults, but we can still go to the Digiworld.
Yeah.
Makes no sense.
The last thing cops need is more power over people.
Well, it wasn't
We
more
now have
power.
digital creatures.
It wasn't more power to the people. It was they were trying to control uncontrollable Digimon coming to the world and causing havoc. Like, for example, all of a sudden a giant Digimon start attacking Mike. Well, they gotta go over there and save Mike from the evil Digimon attacking him.
Well, do we?
Okay.
Let's
What
be real, do we?
Wow.
And this goes voice answer. I'm not gonna say Mike. Mike, you fend for yourself.
I feel like Deb's answer is the same as Ward's answer.
No, my answer was, why does it have to be attacking Mike, and why can't it attack Vord?
They wouldn't come to the tropical areas.
I mean, I just picked.
I wouldn't
I just picked someone. Okay, calm your bunny ears down. I just picked a random person.
Pick a random person.
Yeah,
Should've
picked
clicked
a
on Ward
random
earlier.
person.
The random person?
Yeah, picked a random
Random
person.
A random person to be morbid?
Yeah, random person to be my brother.
And now they're both over here like, what the fuck just happened?
I'm still trying to like. Okay, is it okay to ask like what is your accent, Pen? Because I don't think I've heard.
So I know I have roticism, so I can't say my R's very well. And then also because I am an Asian descent, so my R's and L's isn't really up there with like English and stuff. So yeah. Apparently
makes
some
sense.
say I have a New Jersey accent, but I'm like, I never been
No.
to New Jersey.
No, they sound more loud and obnoxious like Emma.
Excuse me?
Oh, you just pissed off the penguin.
I'm just saying. Imagine
How dare you
Emma
say
but
that
angry.
again.
Just imagine Emma but always more angry and Italian. That's Jersey.
Wait a second. No, whoa. Now you're going Italian? Now you're attacking the Italians?
Dev, you're like the tame Boston like version. It's okay.
Yeah, guess what? He wasn't like that when we first met. So yeah, remember this, Mike. Mike, you dare say that again. You dare say that again with me.
No, it's okay.
You
You can put your angry face away. It's okay.
Alright. If you say so.
Back to looking happier again. Okay, we'll move on then.
I don't know about that. Yeah.
I think Pen's having a lot of fun with this.
Maybe I should let one of you guys ask the next one in case he gets mad at me again. Or does anyone else? Or does anyone in the chat have anything? I haven't seen anything.
Not any questions of consequence.
Nope, not really.
Okay,
Oh God.
out of everything you have played, what's
Mm-mm.
your favorite video game?
Professor Layton.
Why am I not surprised?
It's a puzzle game. What do you expect from a
Which
Holmes?
is why I said, why am I not surprised?
I was like, why would you even ask that when you should have known? But yeah, I don't think the chat would know
Audience
that.
doesn't
No,
always know, Pen.
that is fair point. That is a fair point.
I didn't know. I don't even know what it is.
Oh, here we go.
I just know it's a puzzle
Yeah.
game. So what else is it about? Like, I know since you said it's a puzzle game.
Hey, Mike, say that one more time. You know what?
I didn't know what it was. I want to know what it is. I want to know, other than the fact that it's a puzzle game, what it is.
You don't know Professor Layton?
Oh
Okay.
my god! I wasn't
There goes a
trying to be
tangent.
rude.
There goes a tangent. All right. So, so Professor Layton is basically a puzzle game, puzzles and riddles, right? Okay. It actually is one of the best puzzle games since it came out on Nintendo DS, and it's a level 5 Capcom game. You guys know what's a Phoenix Wright, right? Ace
I've heard that
Attorney.
one, yes. Yeah.
Basically, they had a collab game together, and because they're kind of similar in puzzle solving, Level 5 made a huge splash in the water when they released Professor Layton, which is how they continue making the franchise, made a movie out of it, continue with the next franchise. They haven't made one since. They did was it a collab mixed with like Phoenix Wright.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. But basically, Professor Layton is a gentleman who is an archaeologist and who loves puzzle. People will come to him to solve puzzles. And then the first game that came out for him is called The Curious Village. And it's a pretty good game if you're really into puzzling. You can still get these through like the emulator and stuff to play it yourself.
Right. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Because
probably why I don't know it, because I don't have like a Game Boy or anything like that anymore. So I wasn't as familiar with the 3DS stuff or DS.
well, you're going Game Boy is going way too far, Mikey.
Yeah, I know. Well, they're it's the same, like it's the same path anyway. But
Fair point, fair point.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was released on on the Nintendo DS, and then it kind of moved along, like having Curious Village, Diablo's Box, and then was it Time Unravel, and then it made the movie of Eternal Diva, which you can still watch on like YouTube and stuff. I think I remember I found it. It's really nice. Kind of gets your brain thinking because it's like, it takes all the puzzles that it could think of and just put it in the game. It's not just the same type of puzzle. Like you can be dealing with number puzzle, block puzzles, and thank you. Like it goes into depth with a lot of different puzzles, and if you can't figure out, it will give you hints to help you out. And the storyline is really nice because it kind of went into like a lot of series, and the plot line kind of goes back into like how he became to be, what kind of adventure he is, how he met these people, and it's really nice.
okay.
Hmm.
See, now I got information on it, and I'd be like, oh, that sounds interesting, and I'll gonna try. Maybe I might put on my endless list of stuff to do, because I also have an endless list of stuff. So maybe I shouldn't have asked, because now I'm like, oh, I have to add it, but now I'm never gonna get to it.
You gotta add it. It's a really good game. Let's see. In total
Okay.
games, it has 7 games totals. Actually, 8. That last one was on the Switch.
That's a lot to catch up on.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh! I will cut you not. Once you get into it, there's no turning back.
Oh.
There's no turning back
I'll
because
go
you're
down the
like,
rabbit hole eventually.
yep, you go down that rabbit hole. There's no turning back.
What about rabbit holes?
Once I had it, I never turned back.
Maybe once I get my setups more like secure, I'll try it on streams or something.
It's a really good, and plus it's like one of the easy games that isn't really hardcore on a computer either. Like I've done it myself. It wasn't that hardcore on the computer, but it really kind of makes you work for your money. Like it makes your brain like think and think and think.
It's like, can it get as complex as like some of the Sherlock games can get?
Kind of, yeah. Like it has a level, like it to medium to like difficult.
Okay.
Mhm.
Because I remember
So,
the one scene in Devil's Daughter that I was so pissed off about was when he was having like a vision of him being in the Mayan temple,
mm-hmm,
and I was like, why? Why am I doing 1,000 puzzles per floor of this freaking map, and it's only in his head? He's not even
mm-hmm.
actually doing it. A
I,
lot of them are so hard.
I mean, here's the thing: Sherlock
Good.
Holmes has a mind palace. You're
Yes.
in his brain.
It's also partly of the drugs, but
I mean,
Fair,
nicotine
because
and
in
fair
the
point.
books he's like
Fair
an addict.
point.
So
I mean, he was just an addict, like I was with the crane machine.
yeah, I feel like a heroin addiction is a bit worse.
Probably just as
which, is,
expensive.
which is basically what he had. It says opioid, but it has the same compounds as that.
It's basically opioids, basically, and it has the
Yeah,
same component. Yes, yes.
yeah, but that's what makes him interesting though, because it's basically like that's how he figures a lot of his stuff out. Is like he
Mm-hmm.
just gets really high, and then he's like, oh, I have an epiphany.
But
Bum, bum,
Ward's
bum.
like, what? It's Sherlock Holmes. It's like the
I
1800s.
I know, I know, I know.
Vord's
Boyd,
like, what the fuck is going on?
Void, would you like some hugs and head pats and like a good shot of alcohol to help you go through this?
You know, I'm about to go get a glass of vodka so that we can move on.
Well, we're almost done for now anyway, because I think we blasted through all the basic questions.
I mean,
Basic. What is that supposed to mean? Are you saying you have more difficult question that I don't know about?
No,
Yeah,
no,
like we got through the casual questions. Now we're going for ranked questions.
Okay, what is
we're
that?
going I don't have any ranked questions. No, we went through all the staple questions already, and so
I mean, other than where are you?
unless Dev has more.
I mean, where are you hoping for your stream to go in the future?
I don't know.
God damn it, Pen.
What? I never really had a plan. I just kind of go with the flow.
And
Okay,
that's really fair.
what's a target you want to reach though? Like, is it like I want to get to 1,000 followers, or like what is it for your Twitch?
Yeah, well, I guess for the end of the year for this year is like, hopefully I get to like 1,000 follower on Twitch, kind of collab some more with other people. Like, I mean, well, there goes one off my checklist. You know, collabing with other people, and what is it? Get 500 on Twitter, and
I mean,
that was basically it.
she is actually looking at doing a massive collab.
Oh, that
Oh,
reminds
great.
me. That reminds me. Mike, 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 Mike,
Mhm.
Mike, 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 Mike,
Yeah,
Mike.
yeah.
Would you like to join me in collab game?
Which game is this? Is the VR chat related?
You literally just said collab game.
How does he not know about crab game? Dev, did you not talk about this with
I
him?
I know. Crab game. Sorry, I thought you said collab game.
I was gonna
Like,
say,
yeah, what is the
you
game?
misspoke. You pulled a peg.
Yeah, yeah.
I have
I heard
have no
collab
idea
game.
what I have no idea what you're talking about. This
You did
penguin
say
is
collab game.
no,
Yeah.
you guys are heard wrong. This penguin is innocent. I said
The
crab game.
I think the three of us in here would love to do that. Like
I'm
the
already
crab
part
game.
of it.
Especially when Vord would probably just want to try to fuck with me the entire time.
True enough.
And I know Yeti would definitely do it, so that'd be good. Yeah, if we can get a big one, that'd be really good. Cause I can get Sally and Emma. I think would love doing it too.
I mean,
Mhm.
So
Pen, what is the max number of people in that game?
I believe if I
A lot.
remember correctly,
Hold on,
Be a
she's
lot.
looking.
Pretty sure.
She's looking. Hold on.
I forgot.
Voidy.
Okay, yeah, that's
It-
quite a bit.
She's already asked like 20 people.
Okay, yeah. So
Oh, well, that's a
Probably-
little overstatement. I didn't really ask 20 people yet.
we can probably get 20 people to do it.
I was gonna say we can probably easily get that many people.
Yeah, because Gaming Devil and Lux also know that game. So
Mm-hmm. Gaming
Dev-
Devil was playing with me the last time when I did it, which is pretty interesting.
yeah, she's always down to collab whenever with anybody. So
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I think it'd be a lot of fun to do that crab game. I don't know when you wanted to do that, but
Oh, I have the date and set. Give me 1 second.
Oh God.
I was gonna say she's already
she's
set the date and
planned.
time.
Vord, normal people have things planned, like this podcast.
Like you don't actually plan this. I'm sorry to tell you.
Oh,
I
Oh.
believe, I believe even more the dev plans this and gets everything ready than you doing it.
I wouldn't give me that much credit. What the fuck? You know what?
hang
Hold
on.
on. You know what, Void? Void?
Yeah.
I can confidently say that this is a 50-50 relationship as Chef Mike just starts up Stardew Valley.
Huh?
He's like, oh, like, what? No?
I didn't get any of that conversation because I dropped a lot of frames there.
Well, gee, maybe if you didn't start up Stardew Valley.
It's funny because like when I stream, it's not as bad. Like it's fine, but like when I try to like just sit in a Discord call, I think it's just mostly Discord to be honest. I think it just hates me.
I mean, we
Hmm.
could always try using Gilded as well.
Yeah, we could try it. We'll experiment in the future and figure it out.
Yeah. But,
Yeah.
I'm hoping with a better Wi-Fi. In the
Oh,
future.
that's
Date and
right.
time.
That's right. That's right. It'll be
Okay.
on February 17th, 8 p.m. my time. So that's 9 p.m. for
Eastern Standard.
Yes, Eastern Standard. That's what I was trying to say.
17th.
The 17th.
And now Void's trying to
That's-
figure out Costa Rican time.
Yeah. That's 8 p.m. my time.
Board's trying to figure out Costa Rican.
I mean,
Well,
I need to figure out Central Standard Time.
Central
Yeah,
Standard Time is 8 p.m.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
so
don't
it's-
know. I don't know if I can do that because I usually work Thursdays, but maybe I'll see what happens.
Mike, it's
Mike,
called
just tell them you have a
vacation
day off. Tell them you have a day off, you're on vacation. Or tell them you have someone in the emergency appointment that you visit. Or like something. Give them an excuse. You gotta be there.
I've only been here since like end of November. I just started there.
What? Take a couple of weeks off. Yeah, my throat's bothering me and I have a cough.
If I do that, they make me stay home for a week.
That's
Not
what I
doing
just
that.
said.
I
Take a week
afford
off.
I can't afford to do that because I have
I know.
upcoming expenses for certain things,
I know you do.
like a house I'm trying to buy. So
But yeah,
Yeti's already pulling his weight on that. I got to put more money down for it. So.
Yeti's pulling his weight for
yes.
something. What?
Oh, he does all the time. He
I
just
know
doesn't
he
always
does.
remember.
I was gonna say, as long as it has nothing to do with remembering something, he's fine.
Yeah, he has the ADHD. That's why he has me and Gwen remind him.
I mean,
Which
ADHD
reminds
too?
me.
Oh God, boy.
Which reminds me. Hey, Mike.
Oh, boy.
Yep.
Can you remind Yeti to see if if I got the okay for his final emote?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can ask him.
I've been waiting. It's on the final phase, but I'm just waiting.
She really has.
The easiest way is to call him, so I'll just call him for you.
Oh, thank you. Much appreciated. I need to give okay so I can give the final, artwork and everything to him in a file.
He just got back into doing streaming himself. Like,
I know, I saw.
Yeah. So we'll get it done, and that'll be good. And speaking of planning, next week is like all about planning. I planned around this guy because he's really cool.
Which
and I can't-
reminds me, hey Mike,
Mhm.
can you pull some strings and get space?
I was just gonna say next week, Space Captain Space is supposed to be on.
I was gonna say, can you ask him because I don't know him that well.
She wants you to ask him about Crab Game.
Oh, I can ask him about that. He is a unique case though because he's got a couple kids and stuff. So.
Oh, that's a fair point.
And he's like an amateur game developer and has a job and like he's a very busy guy. So I'll have to ask him.
Okay.
But yeah, I'll ask him on the show next week. Would you do Crab Game with Penlock Holmes? Because he's usually really chill. He's very inviting for that kind of stuff.
He's definitely chill.
Yeah, it's just a matter of whether or not he has time.
Fair point.
I'll ask him for you.
Yes. Next week's episode of Into the Geekdom is going to be at 11 Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah, it's gonna be 11 Eastern because he does it later in the day when he wants to do it because that's the only time he's got available. But we're gonna talk to him about his game Orbitals, which I don't know if it's coming out this year, but it's coming soon. He's already got the platform set for it and everything. So that'll be fun. And I'm definitely gonna be streaming that when it comes out.
Oh yeah, and I believe we're gonna see about Gaming Devil joining us since she's going to be testing the game.
Yeah, we're gonna have Gaming Devil back on. That'll be fun. I've been talking to other people too. I know Dev's got people that will want to come in. I don't know if Vord even has people that he wants to come in.
I do have.
Okay,
Mikey.
perfect. So we can figure out a whole schedule of February stuff, which would be fun. So
I mean, here's the thing, and I'm more than happy to have Spanish speaking people on if Ford's gonna be here. Spanish speak. I pulled
Hang
the
on.
pen.
I'm willing to have Hispanics on here.
Let me help you, Dev. You guys are gonna have native Spanish-speaking people here on your geekdom saying "Hola, cómo estás?"
As long as Ford's here to translate.
No, Vord's not gonna do that. He won't want to do that. He'll get someone that speaks English because Vord doesn't want to translate.
I'm lazy that way. Hopefully,
You should
Mike.
see
At least he admits
when I
he's
worked
lazy.
with him. No, but Dev, when I worked with him, all anyone ever wanted to do was put him with the Mexican, with like the Mexican people or the other Costa Ricans, because like, Vord will just translate for them, and Vord's like, I didn't sign up to translate for people. I
Fair
signed
point.
up to cook in the kitchen.
That's an extra $20 an hour.
He wanted to get more money for it. He's like, if I'm gonna do this, I want you guys to pay me to do it.
I mean,
So what we're getting at is that if we want Void to translate, we gotta pay him.
Yeah. I mean, the PayPal's right there on my Twitch channel. You are more than welcome to get in there.
I mean, I would, but I'm currently going through a situation where I'm fighting with Twitch over something. I'm fighting with a couple of game companies where I kind of double pre-ordered something because I misread an email. So I'm struggling with that, and I'm trying to actually get money to get myself a new mic before my debut stream.
So
why do you want to change Mike? He's perfectly fine. He's a
no.
You don't need to change him.
Really not.
So we're trying to pay to get money to switch out mics. Okay. Sorry, Chef Mike. I didn't know about this.
No, he's not me either.
He's paying for my Weight Watchers.
No.
You know what? No.
Yes.
No. If anything, I'm gonna pay for Mike to come down to Boston.
I would love to.
Me and him are gonna go fucking full ham on a bunch of places and maybe find a buffet to close down.
Ooh, now that you guys are talking about trips, I might not be around in May because I'm going over to Spain.
Oh.
Nani?
Yeah.
You're leaving us? You guys heard that, right?
Yeah,
He's leaving us for good. Apparently he's going over there where he can meet better people.
He's going back to his people.
He's going there to meet the cooler people. We're not cool enough for him. I'm sad.
Spain is really nice, though. I'd love to go back.
Ford, look, you made the penguin sad.
So, how could you leave us like
I'd
this?
be back in a month, and afterwards, if everything goes right, I might not come back ever again. But
he'll stream from Spain. He's not gonna be like out of the loop entirely.
I mean, it's in Spain. Like the time difference is gonna be even like hella wonky.
It's gonna be
it's gonna be fucked.
It's gonna be fucked, but we'll figure it out when that time comes.
Oh my gosh.
YouTuber call me Kevin's from Ireland, but he lives in Spain with his girlfriend. Yeah. That's why he doesn't do a lot of live streams. He just does all his videos because a lot of his collabs with Jacksepticeye is a completely different time zone, right?
Mm-hmm.
So. But we can make Spain work. Plus, Spain is nicer than where he is, so it's fine.
Honestly, nah.
Depends where you are, I guess, right? Because like I don't know where you're gonna go. Spain's been a bit spotty lately, especially northern part in Barcelona.
But no, I'm going to Madrid, and afterwards, work related, I might go over to Switzerland for a while.
My God, see, Vord's already got the life. He doesn't need this show.
So basically, so if he joins us from Switzerland, he'll be a neutral party.
I've always
Wait,
been
what?
a neutral party.
What?
I bombard
get it.
everyone
He's going to
equally,
he's going to Switzerland for the blonde chicks. That's what he's going for.
as well as Germany. But yeah,
He fucking do it.
Oh my god.
Those are his types out there. And there's a lot of money in Switzerland too, so
Yep.
if he can find a rich white girl, he'll be fine.
yeah, we're not gonna get into that conversation.
Oh, cheese and rice.
Mike, what kind of rabbit hole are you trying to drag us in?
Oh, I just known Vord for a while. That's all.
You know, Pen, I've noticed something funny.
What?
Mhm.
You know, the whole cheese and rice thing.
Yes.
How did that start?
Are you talking about how I started saying it?
Who started saying it and why is it a thing?
I
Me.
started saying it because I picked it up from Pen.
Me, it was my fault.
And now
was
she
definitely
doesn't
my
say
fault.
it as much.
Eats rice with cheese is what I want to know.
No. Well, yes. Wait. What?
How did cheese and
many
rice
doubts.
become a thing?
Yeah.
So when I started streaming, I was, streaming like, Dead by Daylight and Apex, and so Stegosaurus Rex Justice is technically my uncle, and he kept on saying cheese and rice a lot. And then I picked that up, and I kept on saying cheese and rice, and I'm like, look what have you done to me?
And now,
PG version of saying of Jesus Christ, basically, instead of
Yeah.
using it as a slur. Yeah.
Yeah.
and now, I say cheese and rice a lot. Pen,
Because you hang
look
with
at what
Pen
you
too much.
look at what you've done to me.
That's not
You
my
hang-
fault.
Yeah, you choose to hang out with Penn.
Although-
you can leave
Yeah.
anytime you want.
Although Pen has pointed out that I've developed a new thing.
Which is,
What?
I forgot.
DDD.
Oh, yeah, he's
Oh
been
yeah,
saying
you
DTD.
do that all the time. I don't know why you do that.
I just
He doesn't really have an answer for that.
He
No.
does have an answer, though.
so we have a friend, Fumi. Mike, you've seen her
Right,
in
yep.
chat a few times.
Yep. I've
Well,
seen them in chat.
every so often when Fumi is feeling down, I have this ghost avatar that I pull out, and
Oh.
wait,
that's it, yeah.
can't you pull that out?
actually I could do that, couldn't I?
Because it is kind of like
Yeah.
a little ghost thing.
Hold on.
Yeah, why couldn't you pull that out? I know your debut isn't there yet, but you can still pull that out.
Hold on, I got to minimize things, and I don't know if that's gonna freeze.
You're putting pressure on him now.
No, because I have to open the programs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so basically, this will help Void too, okay? So technically, I'm using a program called VC Face, okay? There's a bunch of different programs.
Oh,
There's
wrong
like,
one.
what was it? V Magic Mirror, Luppet. Like, Luppet that's a paid program to actually use a body avatar and have me move like this. Could you not? Right now, it's $60 or more right now. I paid $60 for a freaking program when I could have got a free one.
Pen,
I
it's not
feel
gonna-
sad.
It's not gonna let me do it
Why
Okay,
not?
don't worry about it.
because
Let's not.
apparently my webcam's already being used because OBS.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Oh.
That's fine.
Actually, you know what?
But Fumi is kind of is pretty adorable because I went in their stream
Mm.
and they were like giggling for the first half hour of it.
Let's see.
It's all Fumi was doing is giggling at stuff. It was really funny.
Let's see what happens if I do this. Since I don't
He's doing stuff.
technically
Yeah.
need that.
Yeah, we're at the end of the show anyway.
True. I'll just save it for next
True.
week.
We'll save it for another time. We'll have Pen back on again. You can do it then.
Well, hopefully next time. I mean, obviously, I don't hope that Pen's on in like 2 months, but next time Pen's on, who knows how long it's gonna be? I might have already debuted my model.
Sure. Yeah, we'll see.
Fair point.
It'd probably be a bit because I want to try to like rotate people around and see.
Oh, definitely.
Oh, Mikey, are you saying you don't want to have pen soon enough?
No, I just want people to like
Void, have
do
you
on it
seen?
for a
Have
while
you?
and bring
Hold
it
on,
back.
hold
You
on.
know?
Here you go. Here you go. Void, have you seen the list of people that Mike has
And
Don't even know that
on,
there are lists.
on top of the
because
list?
he
Of,
doesn't know these things.
on
You
top
guys
of
have lists.
That's
Like
why.
secret.
That's why I said Space Captain Space is coming on next week because I've been talking to try to get him on. I'm
Oh yeah,
talking
but
to
you
Boss
told me about 2
I'm
weeks
talking to
ago.
Boss Ass Blonde. I'm trying to
like,
hopefully when Nini Bell comes back on and
I was gonna say, both of us have lists of people who have agreed.
yeah, we have friends. But if Vord has friends that want to come on,
Yeah,
I'd
obviously.
that'd be
Like,
great.
if you have
We can
somebody
go
you
on
want
for a
to
while.
ask, let's go.
And for March 27th, it'll be me and Dev hosting a Wrestlemania preview
Yep.
with Yeti
And
and
Golem.
probably Gollum and probably Zod too. So the five of us will probably
Yeah.
be talking about that.
Yeah, that sounds like a blast.
So we're gonna have like special edition shows like that too thrown
Yep.
in there.
Yep.
So
I still can't
see,
believe how
Vord,
the
I can
Rumble
do
ended.
this.
Yeah,
I still can't believe
I'm
how the
really
Rumble
proud.
ended.
And that's one you can skip because you don't have to know anything.
Yeah, like WrestleMania. What the fuck is that?
Actually,
That doesn't
is?
have to do with me.
Exactly.
Actually,
You
actually,
don't have
Mike,
to show up for that.
what's gonna be nice is I'll have my
Mhm.
model.
Yeah, you can have your model on too. There you go. So, uh,
Oh.
this has been a lot of fun. It's been great having you on, Pen. I'm happy that we ended up getting to talk to you. I actually learned some stuff today on this show because all the other guests I already know.
And
So,
and
but you're the
Ford
first one. I'm
geeked
like, I
out.
learned some stuff. And Vor got to geek out. He got to
Yeah.
actually
Ford
show up
popped,
too on
Ford
time.
popped the lady boner.
Oh my. Oh my.
And
Damn.
I hope everyone else had a good time. Make sure you guys, if you haven't already, I know a lot of you are already fans of Penn that are in Devlin's chat, but if you don't already follow her, please follow Penlock Holmes because she's
And
great.
and also make sure you go ahead and follow the man from Spain, Vord.
Soon to be from Spain.
And to be from
Or-
Spain.
Close
Wow.
enough.
No. He said he's going to Spain and then he's going to go to Switzerland. So he's going to be the future Spain, future Switzerland.
Yeah, he's gonna be a future Swiss person too.
And then
Come on.
And then you can follow me at the Chef Mike, not the Chef Mike at Indie Games TTV, the shorter one for my streaming at
so-
the Chef Mike.
So I got a question before we end it. Okay.
Sure.
What came about with Chef Mike?
Like
Ooh.
my name.
Yeah.
It's very simple. Like I'm legit an actual chef and
He's-
pastry chef, and my
and
name
he's
actually
Mike.
and my name actually is Mike. So I just use that. I mean, my name is short for like a French Canadian name, but it's Mike in English. So
What's a French Canadian name?
Michel.
Michel.
Michel Rabbi is my name.
Did you say your name is called Michel Rabbi? That took
Michel
10
Rabbi,
times.
which is Michael Robert in English.
So basically, he has a mafioso name. That's it.
Pretty
A
much.
French mafioso name. If you go to Montreal, there's quite a few of those.
You know, the first thing I think of rabbi is not like the French word rabbi, right? I'm thinking of a different rabbi.
Yeah, no, yeah. Mine's like a mispronunciation. It's like Northern Ontario, Canada, which is a different
Oh.
dialect than Quebec.
Oh my
So-
god.
But that's it. It's very simple. I'm an actual chef, and my name's actually Mike. That's very, very like. There's no big origin story to it.
Interesting. What about you, Void?
Oh, she does. She
So-
listens to the show when you have it.
So, let's see, Vord and then Garm. So
Mhm.
Vord is a Norwegian specter. Garm is not a deity, more like a guard dog for the deceased.
Mm.
So that's basically it.
So it means guard dog, basically. You're a guard dog.
Phantom guard dog.
Oh,
It's pretty cool. I like how he came up with that one.
Yeah,
that's pretty much-
Because that's obviously not his real name. So his
Yeah.
real name is
No.
way more complicated than his Twitch name.
That I
don't
can
even know how
attest to that.
I don't know how to pronounce his actual real name. I do, but like it's weird.
Well,
I just call him the
I
shorter
mean,
version of his name.
obviously, my name isn't Devlin.
No,
No,
you're-
no.
No, it's clearly Demon Bunny Overlord.
Yeah, that's your actual name.
We
And
won't,
like
you know,
Penlock's name actually is just Pen.
You know, I have way too many nicknames for this to go on.
interestingly,
Yeah, that's true.
interestingly enough, I do know another fact about Penn's name.
What is that?
The P and the H.
What about it?
Haven't you admitted they're your initials backwards?
Oh yes, they are my initial backward.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Another
Yes.
fun fact for
So
the fans of
So
Penn.
now we can start making conspiracy theories
no, we're
about
not
her
gonna
real
do
name.
that. You already did that with trying to figure out my girlfriend.
I'll
I
tell,
mean,
We're not gonna
Yeah,
do that.
let me put it this way: Void can, but I doubt he can ever figure it out. And do not say it's Harry Potter. People have tried that.
Anyways, so that's pretty much it, I guess. Unless you guys got something to talk about.
No, I just have a final request.
What's that?
Okay, what's that, Vord?
I mean, we gotta have like a Japanese goodbye considering Pen.
Does,
Nani?
does
Yeah,
Pen have what you're doing?
precisely. And
Nani?
Nani.
Nani? Nani?
Nani nane.
You know what? You know, it'd be really good for us to rate out to because they just came back after several months off. Dev,
Yeah.
Send it to me.
Nini Bell. She just returned tonight,
Ooh. All right.
so we should pay her a visit and say hi.
Well,
Oh.
She's really good. She's really
my
Pen. She's got a ton of energy. If you haven't met her,
oh my god.
No.
a ton of energy.
No.
But she's very nice. She's a PG-13 streamer. She's a variety streamer. But she's a very nice lady.
Mike, are you able to type her name into the chat for me? Make my life easier, because if I go looking, then the cameras are gonna freeze.
Yeah, I'll type it into the chat right now. Hold on, if it lets me get into the chat.
Or Vord,
Yeah.
somebody.
I
Gwen.
I got it. It's going through. There you go.
Okay. But yeah, if I click outside of OBS, basically the cameras will all freeze, and then we look unprofessional.
Oh wow.
What is?
So if you liked this episode, we'll have Pen on again. Probably in the spring, maybe towards the summer, we'll see. And if you can go see her streams, she's on a lot. I don't know what her schedule is, but she's on quite a bit, so you'll always catch her.
I usually stream about 3 to 4 weeks.
There you go.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Actually, tomorrow night, me, her, and SBO are going to be doing Dead by Daylight.
Great. Perfect.
And Wednesday night, she has a collab with another Penguin VTuber.
Ooh.
Yeesh.
Nice.
But anyways, we are gonna go.
So we'll keep an eye out for that.
Yes, we are gonna go ahead and raid out to Nini Bell. Go show them some love and support, and like I just said, I'll be back tomorrow night with Pen and SBO doing Dead by Daylight. Wednesday night, I'm gonna do some more Pokemon Arceus. And Friday night, me and Pen are playing with May doing some Mario Party Superstars.
Perfect. And I'm hoping next week I'll be continuing on my other games I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be doing Marvel games and some more Uncharted next weekend. So stay tuned for those as well. And Vord streams whenever he wants to stream.
Yeah, I mean, we're not wrong.
Yeah.
But
I mean, you're not wrong.
But if Vord's ever on, you can just follow him and it'll tell you.
But yeah. So, anyways, we will catch you next week with Into the Geekdom, where we will have Space Captain Space.
Yes, and I'll post more about what's going on with that.
Hopefully, you'll post the time as well.
Yes, and I'll make sure I'll send it to you personally.
We'll make sure to keep Vord in the loop.
Thank you.
Maybe
Much appreciated.
Maybe we'll send him the list of questions, and whatnot.
That would be great.
So he can get a couple questions in himself.
You know what? He asked some very good questions.
I mean, he knows more of the technical stuff, which is great. That's why I wanted him
Exactly.
to just come on.
Well, at the same time, he said he wouldn't let his otaku side out. I'm like, why not?
Well,
And
next time. We'll save it for next time.
Yeah.
I see Void. He's like, no, please no.
Alright.
Next time for sure. If we have soonish pen again, I'll be wearing a Yu-Gi-Oh T-shirt that I have somewhere here, and maybe I'll have a different deco, more
Perfect.
otaku
Alright.
like.
Alright.
So until then, see you guys later. Dev,
Later, everyone.
cue us out.
Bye.
Later.
Later.
Bye bye. Have fun.